Psalm 91, verses 1 to 2. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. There are moments in life when fear feels louder than faith. The bills pile up. The doctor's report shakes your heart. The loneliness becomes heavy. The betrayal cuts deep. And suddenly, you feel exposed to the storms of life. But Psalm 91 reminds us that God has always been a shelter for His people. Not just a temporary hiding place, not just a weekend refuge, but a permanent safe place for the weary soul. David said, "He that dwelleth in the secret place." Notice the word dwelleth. Not visits, not occasionally stops by, but lives there. God is inviting His children to live close to Him. God's presence is greater than your fear. Fear has a way of convincing us that we are alone. But the child of God is never abandoned. When the enemy whispers, "You're going under," God says, "I am your refuge." When anxiety says, "You won't survive this," God says, "You are under my shadow." The shadow of the Almighty means His covering, His protection, His nearness. A shadow is always close to the person casting it. That means God is closer than your pain, closer than your tears, closer than the trouble surrounding you. I know today, many people are exhausted because they are fighting battles without resting in God's presence. It's in the secret place that strength returns. The secret place is prayer. The secret place is worship. The secret place is surrender. It is the place where broken hearts heal. The place where anxious minds become calm. The place where weak believers find strength again. Some of you have been carrying burdens silently. You smile in public, but cry in private. But tonight, God says, "Come closer to me," because healing happens in His presence. Psalm 91 was not written for perfect people. It was written for people who needed protection. And the same God who protected Daniel in the lion's den still protects His people today. The same God who covered Noah during the flood still covers His children today. The same God who walked with the Hebrew boys in the fire still walks with believers through fiery trials. You may not understand everything happening around you, but God has not lost control. Your life is still in His hands. So, as I conclude today, remember, the safest place in this world is not in money, not in people, not in success. The safest place is under the shadow of Almighty God. So do not let fear drive you away from God. Let fear push you closer to Him. Cry out to Him. Trust Him. Rest in Him. Because the God of Psalm 91 still watches over His children. And if He is your refuge, you will not face tomorrow alone.